Hello, welcome. Right, maybe do some of this space over here. Right, move over a little bit. Okay. Welcome in to the Spirit of the Soul. This is your astrology forecast, my first time ever doing one. So I do have notes for the month of July 2023 astrology forecast, as well as, I'll be riffing on anything that comes up for me. For that as well. I'm just burning a little bit of sage and getting things set up. And then we're going to go through the horoscopes for the 12 zodiac signs. So for this Spirit of the Soul, it's your July forecast and then your July horoscope, like I said, for the 12 zodiac signs. If you don't know who I am, I'm Power Coach Alishia, and I specialize in helping you heal your soul, put yourself first without feeling guilty, and find yourself again. And I do that through my AWC process that takes you from feeling burnout and depleted to alive and living life at personal power. I wanted to let you know that we have all sorts of new sessions like this dropping every single week. We have 2 sessions on Mondays, a session on Wednesdays, and then 2 sessions on Thursdays. One is the podcast on Thursdays. The other is the Spirit of the Soul. So we want to make sure that you get reminders, get notified of when I'm going live, when new things drop. All you need to do is text the word soul to the number 41372. Again, that's soul to the number 41372, and that will add you to the text list. You'll get first dib reminders on lives when the podcast drops, when I launch or make new freebies and trainings and things like that. So soul to the number 41372. All right, let's get into your July astro forecast. And of course, the more I do this, the better I'll get at it. So I'm really excited for this and to bring this to you. So kicking off on July 1st is you have the sun in Cancer. All right, so it's Cancer season. And Cancer is Cancer conjunct Mercury. So that is what's going on planetarily. So we're just kind of going to go through some of the planetary stuff. I'm learning along with you. So if some of it doesn't make sense, it's okay. Just keep listening. And as you hang out with me and you hang in with me, you'll get it as time goes on. So there on July 1st, there might be more ideas and plans that you need to work on, and you can keep yourself busy with all of that. You may focus on what you connect with emotionally and work on it from the ground up. So if you've got a lot on your plate on July 1st, why don't you sit with what really feels good, what you connect with, start there, and then start building, right? Do your best not to shove yourself into like a pigeonhole and force yourself to do these things that, should do, must do, have to, and sit in the energy of like what feels good and then build everything else from there. Also, Mercury in Cancer is sextile Jupiter in Uranus, which means Jupiter in Taurus, which means big ideas, big plans can come to you and you can get excited about your work. You can be optimistic, look on the bright side. So July 1st is going to be a great day for like getting shit done, creativity, going for it, doing it, making it happen. So great day for that. Make sure you pull out your calendar and write these things down, July 1st, you could write creativity or action or something like that so you can let yourself know that. Sun in Cancer, sextile Jupiter in Taurus. Why do I want to keep saying Uranus? Everything may look bright to you and you can focus on what you're excited about. You can pursue opportunities and can believe in what you're doing. So again, a nice free flowing day, really connected. Yes, go for it. All signs are a go. Green lights. Yes, it's yes. On July 1st. On July 2nd, the moon enters Capricorn. So this is where long-term goals and plans can get more attention and you can work on being more practical and putting together realistic plans. So if, whether that's vacations, if it's a business that you're mapping out, something you want to do with your life, do you want to start a new career? July 2nd is saying this is a great time to sit down and think about and plan out your long-term goals. You have Venus in Leo square Uranus and Taurus, where the energy here on July 2nd and how like the foundational energy is. So on July 1st, it's like exciting. It's go for it. It's yeah. It's yes. Green lights, like abundance and all the good, right? July 2nd, it's like, there might be some rebellion, some stubbornness going on. You can feel like push back in a big way against anyone you feel is trying to box you in or hold you back or stop you. So just make sure that you're not being irrational. Pay attention to this energy. I would say on July 2nd, it's really important for you to remember that this was said so that you can protect your power and also protect the people around you, because you're going to be a little more irritable on July 2nd and, feeling like you want to just stand in that power and, push back against anybody that's pushing against you. And this is an important time to remember that the soul work that you're doing is helping you connect with who you are and what you're about. So if you're doing that work and then, July 2nd comes along and then you have this energy going on, you can recognize what's going on inside of you. Remember that we were talking about the astro forecast for July and adjust accordingly. But if you're not really self-aware, don't really know what's going on inside of you and that sort of thing, it can cause a lot of turbulence. Moving on to July 3rd, it's full moon in Capricorn. It can be a great time for seeing results of actions that you've taken and decisions you made. So you might start seeing some of the fruition for what you even just took action on July 1st, or from the last new moon that was here. All right. This can lead to great heights and successes, or it can show you what needs to change. So if you haven't really been doing anything, things haven't really been going on, then in this full moon, it's like, hey, illumination. This is where your focus needs to be. This is what you need to do. This is where your energy needs to be. This is where your attention needs to be. This is what you're missing that you really need to build and grow, right? The full moon is also about releasing those things that no longer serve you, emotion, people, circumstances, and things that no longer serve you. It's a great time to forgive, do that forgiveness work, that release work, so that you can move forward without those attachments. So the full moon is phenomenal for that. On July 4th, moon enters Aquarius and your future may be on your mind. You can also focus on what you hope it will be like. So on the 3rd, you start making those long-term plans, right? Or on the 2nd, you start making those long-term plans. On the 4th, maybe you dive deeper into those plans that you came up with, the things that were on your mind, what you were thinking about, and really think about like what it's going to be like for you. This is a great time to dream bigger, be bolder, make no excuses, as I like to say, and let yourself be idealistic, right? No practicality, no logic, just let yourself flow with that of what could be. It's beautiful. On July 5th, you've got the moon in Aquarius square Jupiter in Taurus. On July 5th, it can be difficult to have the motivation that you need to get moving. So you just might not feel motivated. And so you might refrain completely. Let me tell you something. It's okay to just take a break and not move full steam ahead if that's what your energy, your soul is calling for. So it can be good to be in this energy if you have the time in your life for laziness. But if you don't have the time in your life for laziness or to take a break and smell the roses, then you're going to have to force yourself to move on July 5th, because there's going to be a lot of planetary energy that's going to make you feel like you don't really want to do much. On July 6th, the moon enters Pisces. This is where you're going to notice your intuition, or your ing, as I like to call it, your inner nudge for good. It's a really good day for intuition, and it can help with different areas of your life that have been challenging or have been on your mind lately. So July 6th is a good day to make decisions based off of intuition, move forward, right? Release those people from your life. Tell them how you feel, strengthen those relationships, be open and honest, right? And follow that intuition in those conversations, in those situations, in moving forward. On July 7th, Mercury in Cancer, sextile Uranus in Taurus. Work on plans for changes in your life. So this is a good day to go, okay, what's not working for me? What's crazy making? What feels disconnected? What don't I really love that I really want to make a shift on because I'm just not feeling it, right? Whether they're big or small, it's a great day to make those leaps, right? Whether, like I said, it's a small leap, like a little bunny hop, or it's a big leap. This can open you up for new opportunities as well, and help you think more independently because you're making these decisions for yourself. On July 8th, the moon enters Aries, and that means that you want to make use of the Aries energy, which is all around enthusiasm. So you got a lot of enthusiasm on July 8th. You're excited. Maybe go out and do something fun and connect with something that really lights you up and is amazing to you. So that's a good day for that. Also, taking this energy and this enthusiasm on July 8th, it can be funneled into anything you need extra energy for. So, we were talking about on July 6th, is it July 6th? July 5th, you've got that lower energy where you're just not really feeling like doing it. Maybe you make up for it on July 8th. So that could be a good day for you to go, ah, shit, I didn't get these things done. So I'm going to fucking go full steam ahead because I'm just feeling this energy and this enthusiasm for everything that I'm doing. On July 9th, you have the last quarter moon and it's going to be in Aries. So on July 9th, this is a great day to take initiative with just like cleaning things out over the next week. So from July 9th to July 16th, it's a great time to just like clean and reset because you're going to feel more energized. And the more you do, the more you release what you no longer need and what no longer serves you. And you focus on creating space for anew or making your space look anew, the better that you're going to feel. So July 9th is powerful for that, for the last quarter moon in Aries. You also have Mercury in Cancer, trine Neptune in Pisces. And so here is where your imagination can be infused into anything you're working on, no matter how mundane. This can help you improve productivity and stay focused. So anything that needs a lot of focus, you've got high energy, you've got high enthusiasm. If there's projects you want to tackle around the house, maybe you want to do a deep clean and reorganization, July 9th is your day. Lots of energy for that. And just like resetting things and making them feel powerful and good for you. On July 10th, Mars enters Virgo. So you've got the high energy of Mars moves into productive Virgo. So see, you were already kicking that up on July 9th. And remember, it's for like that next 7 days, you're in that last quarter energy. So this is, again, a good time because you've got a lot of energy and drive to get work done, to get organized, to make lists, tackle smaller projects. You'll likely want to keep busy and have lots of projects to work on July 10th or between July 9th and 16th. Now the moon enters Taurus here. And so it's a great time to also ground yourself because it can be beneficial and make you feel more emotionally stable and secure. You can take your time with anything you focus on. So I think that's really powerful because you're going to have this high enthusiastic energy. It's definitely important to be grounded and also remember that everything is in divine timing and you don't have to get everything done right now. Mercury is also in Cancer opposite Pluto in Capricorn on July 10th. So when you need to focus on something intensely, you may either go too far and you can't get your mind off of it, or you don't go at all and you need to keep trying. You got to find the harmony between those two, right? You don't want to go so hard that you burn yourself out, but you don't want to be like, well, fuck it, it's not going to work anyway. So what's the harmony in that? I say that harmony looks like take that action, move full steam ahead, but allow it to be in divine timing instead of focusing on speed. Timing. It just exists. It is fluid. It's flowable. It's good. It's gentle. It's peaceful. It's awesome. Speed is hustle, hurry, push, force, must, should, have to do sort of energy. So choose timing on July 10th while moving full steam ahead. On July 11th, Mercury enters Leo. With Mercury in Leo, creative ideas can come to you and you can enjoy focusing on creative projects. You may want to avoid anything too serious and enjoy what you're doing. So I'd say on July 11th, it's a great day to have fun, let loose, and do things that are lighthearted. I would keep all conversations lighthearted on July 11th. And I wouldn't, make any serious plans or decisions on that day. On July 12th, you have Moon in Taurus square Venus and Leo. It may be challenging dealing with other people and you or they may be extra stubborn, keep an open mind. So this is a great day, again, to be mindful because you're going to be more irritable just automatically. So again, no deep conversations, no things like that, because if so, just because you're already feeling this energy of the moon in Taurus and Venus in Leo, it can maybe go awry just due to the fact that the energy surrounding it is already an irritable energy. On July 13th, the moon enters Gemini. Plenty of ideas and plans can come to your attention now. You can work to keep yourself busy. Your schedule can be packed and you can talk things out. So July 13th is like a go, 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 move, 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 clean it up, get it done, boom, 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 right? Have those conversations, make sure that we're on the same page. So it's like July 13th is a highly productive day for mind, body, and soul plus communication. On July 14th, Sun in Cancer sextile Uranus and Taurus. Working independently may be best for you now. So you normally work in a group of people or you bounce ideas off of people. July 14th, this is going to be a day where you just want to be to yourself and do your own thing, right? You might feel, you can feel open to embrace the unusual, the unconventional, or the different. So you might be showing up a little bit different on July 14th, taking action that you might not normally do by being open and embracing things that you normally wouldn't. You also might be more willing to use your own differences to your advantage. So this is a great day to overcome any obstacles, or to sit down and really come up with a plan or a path of something that before seemingly felt like it was difficult and you couldn't do. On July 15th, the moon enters Cancer. So this day is energy is like more emotionally, maybe roller coastery or emotionally turbulent. I'm getting a lot of like, not necessarily sad energy, but maybe more down, more like melancholy type energy. So emotional support can be and is very important on July 15th. And you can both get it and give it. So if you're not really feeling like you're the one that needs it, step up for somebody else that you're noticing does need it. And this is also a fabulous day to assess your support system and make sure that you have a solid one, right? So if you're the one that needs the support and you're turning everywhere and there's not really anybody there, it's a good time to like, sit down and have come to Jesus meeting with yourself and just look at like, listen, these people that I have in my life, my tribe, my crew, like they're really not there for me, or I don't have the people around me that I really want around for me. It's just a perfect time for you to assess these things for yourself and figure out like what it is that you need and what really feels good for you. All right. On July 16th, moon in Cancer, sextile Jupiter in Taurus. Optimism can be strong and you can focus on the good in your life and what's possible. Try to use this to your advantage. This would be a great day for gratitude, right? So do big gratitude journal. Make sure you're expressing gratitude to and for the people in your life. Let them hear how grateful you are for them. A powerful, powerful day for that. On July 17th, you have the new moon in Cancer. I want to really pause really quick and let you know that for the new and full moons, we always have a Spirit of the Soul session for the new and full moons. Every month we have a horoscope session. And I'm also going to do my best every month. Oh, it's a horoscope for all 12 Zodiac signs, which is this session. And then the astrology forecast. So the astrology forecast and horoscope will generally be on the same day for the following month. So this is all for July. So you can get prepared. You could write it on your calendar, have that all mapped out. And then we do the new moon, full moon, equinox, and solstice. So not every week will there be a Spirit of the Soul. I mean, eventually I'd love to do oracle readings on the days that we don't have other stuff going on and just do one card pulls. But I'm doing my best to add things to my calendar, one thing at a time, because I'm like a go all in, like fucking balls to the wall human, and then it causes some burnout. So just be looking forward to, those Spirit of the Souls coming up. So you've got the new moon, the full moon, solstice, equinox. Then you've got the horoscope session, which also has the forecast for the month like this. So on July 17th, you've got the new moon in Cancer. The Cancer new moon can be an excellent time for home and family matters, moving or remodeling, family gatherings, and events. You may choose to start a new project or venture from the ground up. Culminate something that you start right now from the ground up that will manifest in the next 6 to 12 months. All right. So the new moon is all about starting new routines. It's a time that you could add new tools to your spiritual practice, like oracle cards, crystals, different types of aromatherapy candles that maybe you're going to start working with sage or Palo Santo, like whatever. It's a good time to add a new tool to your spiritual practice. It's a good time to start something new, whether it's like a diet or maybe you're going to start a new habit like meditation or journaling. But this specific full moon is, things around home, family, moving, remodeling, events, and then starting a new project or a venture, again, that will manifest or culminate in the next 6 to 12 months. So maybe if you wanted to, a venture could be a business, maybe you want to take up art, I don't know. So great time for that. Mercury in Leo square Jupiter and Taurus. It may be difficult to focus your mind. So instead you want to let your mind go on July 17th and enjoy yourself. Your mind may benefit from a little break and space. So you can sit down and write your intention for the new moon and then do a new moon meditation. And let that be good enough for you, right? Rituals around the moons is really about what feels good in your soul. So I might just do a release meditation on a full moon, right? And not really do my actual release ritual. It's always important to pay attention to your soul, what your soul needs and how you feel inside. Follow that intuition. But don't let it mistake for like laziness and I don't feel like it. Because a lot of times when we're on a soul journey, it's easy to be lazy and say, oh, I don't really feel like doing that because we don't want to do the work, right? We just want to be like, no, right? July 18th, moon enters Leo. Being creative can be a good thing and you can make more time for creative projects and ventures. Being creative helps with your focus and gets more attention. So great day for creativity on July 18th. Put your things that take that creativity on the days that are good for creativity, if you can make that happen. July 19th, Moon in Leo conjunct Mercury in Leo. The ideas and plans you emotionally connect with can get more attention today, and you may try to make progress or see some developments. So this might be a day where you're feeling motivated to start taking action, because emotionally you're connected to the ideas that you had, the days leading up to July 19th. And this is going to be another day of letting go of the outcome and just focusing on the action. On July 20th, Moon enters Virgo. As you take on more work, you can get even more done, and being productive can make you feel good. You can get focused and work hard. So July 20th is another go all in, make shit happen, get shit done. The sun's in Cancer, trine Neptune in Pisces. So compassion and empathy can run really high on July 20th as well. You can focus on helping those that you care about and understand them and what they're dealing with. So a great time to just check in with the people that you love, see where they're at. I always like to say, how's your heart doing today? It's a great question to ask, because if you say, how are you doing? Oh, I'm fine. I'm good. Right? Like, how's your heart doing today? And then just like gets literally to the heart of the matter. Mars in Virgo, opposite Saturn in Pisces. Discipline may be missing, and you may want to avoid dealing with anything too big and instead work on smaller projects and plans. Energy may come and go otherwise, right? So it's a really good day to get to work, go, and do. But then there's this level of like compassion and empathy and like really wanting to connect to the people that are around you, check on them. How are they doing? What do they need? How does their soul feel? While at the same time, you might be feeling a little empty, like something is missing, and not really sure what's up. Just avoid dealing with anything too big and heavy on July 20th with that missing feeling, because it's just the energy that's around you. The other thing that I want to mention is that I would check in with what's missing. Is your soul saying, hey, I need something that you're not giving it? I would check in with that. Is it downtime in your life? I would check in with that, right? So before you just dismiss feeling like something's missing, ask your soul, what do you need? Or you're like, what do I need? And then listen for the answer. On July 21st, Sun is in Cancer, opposite Pluto in Capricorn. There may be fights for power and control, and it may feel like others want to control you. Try to avoid lashing out and find a constructive transformation that can help. So July 21st, no deep conversations, right? Do your best to keep things light and bright. If something does impact you negatively, take a deep breath, journal about it first, get it all out, and then maybe the next day, depending on the energy of July 22nd, let's look at that in just a second, but maybe on July 22nd, you have that conversation. I would say July 21st is all about just journaling it out, getting it out, how you feel, getting it off your mind and heart. And then on the 22nd, if the energy is good, have the conversation there. If it's not, as we, go throughout the rest of July, talking about the forecast here, you can decide what day to have those conversations. All right, July 22nd, Venus retrograde begins in Leo. With Venus retrograde in Leo for the next 6 weeks or so, this can make it difficult for you to express love and affection. So if on the 21st, that control and that power is coming from a partner, definitely shouldn't be fucking talking about it on the 22nd, okay? Because Venus is a sign of love, affection, connection, romance, relationships. Definitely not a time to do this when the energy feels like you're struggling to express love and affection. Not good. I'm a double Venus sign, so this is going to be beautiful for me, because when Venus goes retrograde, it just sits in all of the power in my sign. So there's a lot of astrologists that are like, summer of love for, lots of the Venus chart people, which is totally me. So I'm excited about that. You may show too much and lack any focus on the mundane, or show up too little and lack connection to your heart. A middle ground is needed. So pay attention to that, right? If you're giving too much or showing up too much, or if you're showing up not enough and there's this disconnect, it's about the harmony. The best way to figure out what it is that you need to do and what it is that's going to create that harmony is sit with your ing and ask, right? Your inner nudge for good will tell you, but if you're too loud and too busy and too pushy in day in and day out life, you're not going to hear it. On July 22nd, the sun also enters Leo. So there's creativity here. There's love and affection, and you're going to get the focus of the Leo during this season. But with Venus retrograde, this may come with some challenges. We must find that healthy, positive way to use creative energy and to show love. Right. So if Venus isn't one of your, main signs, and, you don't really live in Venus in one of your main signs, then, or in your charts, I think that's how you say it, whatever. In your chart, if there's not like strong Venus in your chart and a good placement, then you're going to feel more of the disconnect, that push and pull. But my Venus is in a phenomenal placement. So for me, with Venus retrograde and the sun entering Leo, I just like a beautiful, beautiful day. I can already feel the power of the positive energy when this begins to happen. Like for me, Venus retrograding is like, so fire. I'm really, really excited for it. On July 23rd, moon enters Libra. The people in your life can get more attention, and you may want to improve your connections with others, especially with Venus now retrograde. Just take a careful approach. So this may be the time to revisit whatever you journaled about the other day, but enter that with compassion, respect, love, right? I was watching a TikTok the other day. I actually watched a 3-part series. I've been sharing this a lot. But the 3 parts to it, and really it just boiled down to is if it's your partner, taking time twice a week to sit down, have a conversation with them. And in that time you're unpacking. So you have a glass of wine, we turned on music, and we just sat and unpacked our week. And actually today is our second one for this week, and I can't wait. We just unpacked not our week, but how we were feeling, what was on our mind, what was on our heart, what was on our soul. We just shared it, and it was just a good flowable conversation. You want to have a lot of compassion if you're going to have, we called them wind down couple time, right? A lot of compassion here, because in this TikTok, she said, like, at the beginning, it may feel a little bit more turbulent and, maybe disconnected, but just like stick with it and keep going. And ours was beautiful. Our very first wind down connection time, I absolutely loved, but we've been doing what's called cuddle chat time for years. So it wasn't like when we started this, there was a lot of issues that we needed to work through. We just sat down and unpacked, and it was just beautiful. So if it's not beautiful for you the first time, it's okay. Just keep going and embrace it and allow it to show you the way and uncover the connection and the ability for you guys to build together. The whole intention of this one-on-one time twice a week where you guys are unpacking is that you have this goal that by the end of it, that you have sex, right? So you're thinking the entire time that you're in this conversation that you want to operate from a place of love, right? Protection, peace. Because if it's turbulent and you guys are at each other's throat, you're not that sex and that connection, that intimacy, it's never going to happen. So the goal is to have that intimacy at the end of it. And it can be so freaking beautiful. So July 23rd is a great day, like I said, to bring in whatever you were writing about before on July 21st, but make sure it comes with peace, love, protection. It comes with compassion, and that you guys are in a space where you're both safe and can unpack what's going on in your mind, heart, and soul. Focus on understanding, right? And then it will breed that connection. Mercury is also in Leo square Uranus. Mercury in Leo square, and Uranus is in Taurus also on the 23rd. So you might feel some mental restlessness, and it can be difficult to focus on anything mundane or traditional. You may need to give your mind a break. So I do like the idea of having a wind down time on the 23rd and having that time to connect. I feel like that time, although you're using a lot of brain power and a lot of emotions to have these conversations, it's also a very big release, and it feels phenomenal when you're doing it from that space of peace, love, protection, and having that compassion. July 25th is first quarter moon in Scorpio. Major transformations can lead to helpful adjustments over the next week, and you can focus on these transformations that will last. You can be serious and intense about it, so try not to get sucked in, all right? So July 21st, you've got big changes. Scorpio energy is also in that, right? So major transformations, it'll lead to helpful adjustments in your life, but just be mindful that you're not too intense and too serious so that you don't get sucked in. The moon also enters Scorpio this day, so there may be something you need to get to the heart of. and you can intensely research and investigate now. You can stick with it until you find all the information. So whatever's going on, the heart of the matter, do the research that you need to do on the 25th, get all the answers that you need, and move forward. Just be mindful of the intensity when you do move forward. July 26th is Moon in Scorpio, opposite Jupiter in Taurus. This can be strong, lazy energy. Write that down. July 26th, you're not going to feel like doing shit. So if you don't have anything important to do, relax. If you do, give yourself some time and be creative with how you find motivation, right? This is a great day to give yourself some grace. This is a great day to just be and reset. If you do have to go to work, I don't know what day of the week this is on, but if you do have to go to work, be around people, do things that you are obligated to do your best to give yourself headspace in every other way. Listen to peaceful music on your lunch break, maybe meditate, take some time to journal on maybe one of your other 10-minute breaks. What can you do to create internal peace if you physically still have to be pushing yourself forward? On July 27th, you have the moon entering Sagittarius. The big picture can get more attention now. You can take a step back and see how it all comes together. All month long, you've had this energy of go, do, build, create, make it happen for most of the month. Lots of that energy in there, high enthusiasm and lots of creativity. So when you're getting into July 27th, this is like, hey, this is the time for you to start seeing all of that work that you've been doing come to fruition. And this can help when you're dealing with big, important projects, right? So July 27th is a day to celebrate the small and or big successes and accomplishments and the action that you've taken to get to this point. Mercury in Leo conjunct, and then Venus is also in Leo on the 27th. So communication can be important with others, and you may focus on trying to find new ways of expressing yourself. This can help you feel heard to avoid fights. So I would also say that the 27th is about you learning anew about yourself, right? What is it that you need? And how can you express that in a way that is peace, love, and protection of the relationship of whoever you're expressing it with? How can you express it in a way that comes from a place of compassion, that makes it a safe space for them to hold space for you and to create that understanding so that you can get to completeness at the end of this conversation? So the 27th is about you really learning how to express yourself in a way that's for the greater good of everybody involved, instead of just expressing yourself for the sake of expressing it, no matter how it comes out or how it impacts people. On the 28th, Mercury enters Virgo. Mercury moves into one of the signs it naturally rules, which is good. It chills everything the fuck out. When a planet moves into a sign that it naturally rules, things feel so much fucking better and peaceful than when a planet moves into a sign that it's opposite or that causes disruption. So that makes me feel good. Again, we're back to this productive energy. You're feeling mentally focused at this time. Mercury will spend quite some time in Virgo, though. So try to set yourself up early before energy gets wonky in a few weeks. So this is the time to not only maximize on this energy, but remember that downtime, because this energy is going to shift again, and then you're going to feel a little discombobulated, right? So make sure you have that space in this energy of feeling like, woo, 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 let's go. I feel so good, right? July 29th, moon enters Capricorn. You've got some ambitious energy. It might be really strong, ambitious energy, and you can focus on what you want to achieve, and you can tweak your plans and be disciplined. So be very disciplined, tweak your plan, keep going full steam ahead. On July 30th, moon enters Capricorn, trine Mars in Virgo. It can be easier to make use of your energy, enthusiasm, and your emotions may serve to drive you. Get inspired and take helpful action on July 30th, right? So you've got energy, you've got enthusiasm again, your emotions are serving you, right? Those are good. Get inspired and move forward. Go, go, go. It's like July is a big go, 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 get shit done, make shit happen month with some, moments of irritation and like need to take downtime. But July is a big month of like blooming, blossoming, creating, and like fruition, it feels like. July 31st, moon enters Aquarius. There may be change that you need to give more attention to, and this can be something you need to take an unconventional approach to. So make sure you keep an open mind. I'm really feeling energies on July 31st. It's around love specifically, like love relationship specifically. Something's going to come up that you need to give attention to, but you're not going to want to operate like you normally would. So you're going to want to take a step back, ask your angels for guidance, and then move forward with that. So that wraps up the astrological forecast for the month of July 2023. And now we're going to move into July 2023 horoscopes. All right. So you've got Aries for July. So Aries is first and foremost. Aries are going to be lucky in relationships. You've got your health that is excellent for July, but there may be some problems in career, finance, education, and travel activities. So keep that in mind. Don't allow yourself to get too wrapped up, right? When it comes to finances, career, education, travel plans that you have, don't allow yourself to get caught up in what's going on. All right. Just give yourself some space because it's going to shift, right? You've got a great month of great energy all around for the month of July. So if career, finances, education, travel isn't the best, honor, like, what do I want to say? Embrace the good that is coming for the month of July. And just know that everything has an ebb and flow, right? The career, finance, education, the travel being, frustrating, it's not going to stay that way. So don't allow yourself to get wrapped up in it and not, and cloud the beautifulness and the good, the positive, the productiveness of July. All right. All right. So for Aries, so you've got standing stone passages, right? So automatically what I get for you here, Aries, is like there's going to be moments throughout the month of July where you're feeling like you can't get through and like you're stuck. But really, if you're just taking a side step one way or the other, you're going to see that there's openness. So throughout the month, there's going to be these points where it almost feels like there's stuck points for you and there's nowhere to go. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to move through. What you really need to do is back up a little bit because you're too close. You can't see the forest for the trees, right? And then look for a different path on your way through to where you want to go, or what is it that you are attempting to get done, right? Don't allow what's standing right in front of you to stop you from moving forward. So remember that, Aries. All right, moving on. We have got Taurus. Love relationships will be harmonious. Yes, they will be because of Venus retrograde. Health will be without problems. Career progress will be commendable. Oh, you need that. Students might face problems in their studies. So if you're a student, again, grace here. There's a lot of like productive, go, do the things you want to do. Like, and maybe you just don't feel like school. You don't feel like doing the things because you want to be doing a whole bunch of other things. Let that be okay, right? Because you've got some amazing things going in relationships. Your health is good. Your career progress is, on the up. Like, again, hold on to the good and just give the challenging grace. That's what I'm saying. Hold on to the good and give the challenging times, moments, situations, circumstances, people, and things some grace for the month of July. All right. All right, Taurus, bluebird spirit, happiness. Are those cherry blossoms? I love cherry blossoms. Like I see this card and I think just blossoming, abundance, good, happiness, positivity, all the things that you've been working for, you've been asking for, what you want, it's coming to you now, dear Taurus. Like that's what I feel. That's what I hear. That's the energy of this. I don't know a lot about a bluebird, but I'm seeing all these different colors on the bluebird. So I see power. I see peace though. It's like fire and electric, but it's like wilderness and peaceful. So there's all of this beautifulness happening for you for the month of July. And it's just sit in it, just embrace it, just love every moment of it. And don't get caught up though in any one part of it. Just enjoy it, let it be fluid, and don't control it. All right. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. Okay, Gemini, control emotions to make progress in life. So yeah, July, you're gonna for you might notice a lot more emotions coming up, things being a little bit more turbulent for you. The good news is that relationships present a happy picture for you. So if you've had any turbulence in relationships, you can rest assured July is going to be good for you there. Health will be wonderful. Yes. But there might be a few minor problems in other areas. So let's see if we can get any cards here that will share with us what any of those problems could be. All right. Success. No, you don't get anything about problems. Actually, career driven. Okay, here we go. I feel it. Okay, it's here. So career driven, You want to feel successful. You want to have success. I instantly feel like this is the darker area of your life. There's not a lot of light being shed on what's going on and where you really need to focus. And it's like you're feeling impatient. So July, for your career, you might be feeling a little impatient and where you're going, not feeling successful, like something needs to shift and change, but you can't really figure out what it is. I get a big feeling from this that it's something really small, but you're worried that it's something big. So as you're going through the month of July, just sit back. The way will be shown to you. It's just not really the time for you to do the work on this. So you really just need to focus on progress, not perfection. All right. All right, Gemini, Cancer, happy birthday, Cancers. Your family environment will be joyful. My card's ready to go. All right. Your family environment will be joyful, full of joy. Singles will get love mates by intuition. Health presents a bright picture. Career growth will be stunted. All right. Listen, there is always an ebb and a flow to everything, right? So if these areas are like glowing and phenomenal, you're going to have areas that aren't doing as good. That is the give, the take, the high, the low, the push and the pull, the up and the down, right? That's just the black and the white. It's just the opposite of what is. Nothing you can do about it. Never is everything all great and high, like peak all the time, right? Like they don't all match. If relationships are peak, sometimes career is down. If career is high, relationships might be down. Like it's just called a harmony, right? That ebb and the flow. And as long as you don't get in and manipulate it and, start controlling things, it will ebb and flow in and out of that. Meandering pathway, like what? Like you can't even. I love oracle card readings. I love my gift so much. I mean, I literally just said all that. I should have just held the card up. So there you go. Meandering pathways. Yes. Flow. So big message for you, Cancer, is don't try to control. The path may not look the way that you think that it should, and you might want to just create your own path, blaze your own trail. Just keep following it forward, let it flow. Don't control it. Let it be. All right. All right. Cancers. Moving on to Leo. Relationships present a good picture for you. Harmony prevails in marriage and love relationships. Expect profits from travel plans. Health will be excellent. Man, Leo's just vibing in July. There's a lot of stuff going on with Leos in July. So along with that, though, there's a lot of emotions going on with Leos in July, too. I feel like emotions are a big roller coaster. There's a lot going on in the planet. So just be really mindful, Leo. Really, you have an overall very positive outlook. So I think it's going to be what you're focused on that's going to make all the difference. Maple spirit, generosity. Instantly get generosity to yourself. Right? Like give more to yourself this month. Give yourself some grace. We're back to that again. I'm also feeling like that peaceful tranquility. Just know fall is right around the corner. Like I get that energy from this too. Like you're just craving that fall energy, that fall time. It's right around the corner and you're absolutely going to have that. So just hold on to that space and don't allow yourself to take away from you to give to other people. So that's big for you there, Leo. All right, Virgo, finances are a bright spot with more profits. Career growth can be stunted. Health might face problems. Relationship can face problems. All right, so for July, Virgo, you've got, good money, right? So money is going well, but with money going well, there's other growth opportunities, right? Forest, temple, enlightenment. All right, so that is what your message is. There is some enlightenment that needs to happen. There's lessons that you need to learn, growth that you need to have this month. So be prepared for that. It's time for you to grow to the next level version of you. And you're going to be growing through your career, your health, your relationships. So this is like, okay, dude, it's time to do the work sort of energy, Virgos. And it's just going to feel like you can't catch a break this month, but it's about you finding that soul enlightenment that you need. So you've got to go through this in order to have this. It's there. It's beautiful. It's bright. It's powerful, but you got to do the work to get there. And that's that energy that's coming through for you for July. All right, Libras. Remember, you're looking at sun, moon, or rising sign for all of these. I know I should have said that at the beginning, but we'll get there and I'll get better at that. Libra, family life will be harmonious, health enjoyable, finances are positive with more profits. Travel will bring profits. Yes. Yes, I'm a Libra rising, so yay. I love this. So good. This is going to be a great month for Libra. Libras, go all in, do all the things, the creativity, make shit happen, set your goals, start that venture, whatever. Like, this is good for you. All signs are go. Yes, right? Green lights. Wise woman of the grove. Grace, right? I feel like this is your ing. Peeking through, saying, give yourself some grace. It's like this is the theme for the month, because I've said this so many times with the different cards that come up. But you see that red gem in there? I'm thinking lots of power. I feel a lot of power for you Libras, right? Power in all that you're doing, power behind you, power for success, power for what it is that you want to happen. So July is a good time for you Libra. Just make sure that you're listening to your ing, that inner nudge for good. Don't be moving such full steam ahead that you can't hear your ing, while also in the same breath, not only giving yourself grace, be graceful in what it is that you're doing, right? Don't be like a bull in a china shop pot, right? Because I'm a Taurus. Be graceful in what you're doing, what you're creating, how you're showing up for the month of July. Scorpio, intuition will help singles get the right mate and love. Yes. Career growth will be excellent. Health can be problematic. Travels fail to bring profits. Okay, just be mindful of your health. Bear spirit, healing. Okay, so for you, Scorpio, you've got good stuff going in love and career, but your angels are saying, listen, you need to go in, you need to get bare, you need to get vulnerable, be honest with yourself. Go in and do that inner work, not necessarily soul healing, because you're always on a soul healing journey once you start, but do that inner work of what's coming up for you. But also in big energy, it's like, healing the vulnerabilities, healing the traumas around vulnerabilities, and just being able to be vulnerable and show up. If you need to strip down, get bare, and take some time, do it. Give yourself what you need. And maybe it's not alone. Maybe it's with someone that you feel good with, someone that you feel like is either your protector or you're the protector of them. So I'm not sure exactly what that means for you, but Scorpios, you're going to know what this means. So if you don't now, sit with it, because it will come to fruition for you. But there is some healing that is needed, hibernation, stripping down, going bare, getting vulnerable, vulnerability, healing for you there, Scorpios. All right, Aquarius. Singles find their love mates. I'm telling you guys, man, July is the month of love. Singles will find their love mates. Expected profits fail to happen from business activities. Noted, it's okay. Just keep fucking going. Perseverance leads to profits, right? Health prospects are wonderful. Travel brings in profits. Let's see, what do we got going on? Dragon. Power. All right, so this is like something powerful is working for you behind the scenes, right? You don't need to do anything. It's almost like a time of rest, and just let what is be and let what comes lie. You need to get out of the way to let the power that is coming for you show up. There's also a lot of illumination on the areas of your life where you're not taking care of yourself. Yeah, for sure. So you really need to step back and go, okay, where am I missing? Where do I need to take care of myself? But also, where am I trying to manipulate and control when I just need to let the power of what is around me, the universe, whatever your belief system is, show up for you. Okay. Capricorn, family environment will be cheerful. Health prospects are wonderful. Professionals, you're going to make some progress. Finances might face some problems. All right. So just be mindful of that, how you're spending your money. Maybe, it's the month of love, right? It's going to feel really like just good. And so with that, you can make some not good decisions financially. And so your angels are just saying, be mindful of that. So that way you don't cause yourself too much undue stress. Air spirit, knowledge, right? There's knowledge from within you that you're missing. And it's like something that you're doing, like it's showing up all the time. And it's like this knowledge that is coming out of you. but you're missing it. And it's something that you're asking for, something that you need, but you're missing this information. So your angels are just saying, hey, first of all, there's knowledge that's already in you that gives you that answer. But in the same breath, there's like, people are trying to teach you stuff and give you things, and you're not really paying attention to that. And that knowledge is going to be something that helps you in something that has felt crazy, making disconnected and hard, but you are standing in the way of that. Yeah, I love that. Love, love, love. Green, healing, lots of healing. There's healing for you Capricorns too in July. So Aquarius, health looks good. More love partnerships happening. And then travel plans prove to be highly gainful, right? So good for travel plans. It's a great month to travel, obviously. And there's a lot of good that's coming for that. Maybe not direct profits, but you might be saving money on traveling. There might be like cash back from traveling. Maybe you're going to be on vacation and then you get this like great idea, and that's going to lead to fruitful profits as well. Spirit guardians of the summer expansion, dear Aquarius. Aquarius is my moon. Expansion. You've got the fruit. I feel fruit of your labor for sure. Yellow, bright, happiness, good, positive. Yes, yes, yes. All signs are yes, like a go. That's another like go, yes, green light card. And just hold on, because everything that you want is coming to fruition right now. And you're growing and expanding so much that this is the time that you keep moving forward, even though it feels scary. And then last is the Pisces. Dear Pisces, family will be happy and harmonious. We've got love mates again. Health is good. If you're doing any sort of school, you're going to be doing great there. New beginnings for Pisces. So if you're just like, I want things to shift, be better, change, like this is your time. Great month for new beginnings. Start that new, go for it. If you're thinking about the new job, if you're thinking about the move, if you're thinking about a venture, yes, 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 right? That's what you're getting, but you're also getting that happiness, that positivity, that good energy, that like sunlight energy, right? Like, again, this is a really, really positive month. And overall, dear Pisces, but overall for everybody, it's just like so good. This is the time where you lean into those that you love. This is the time that you move forward for what you want to start and what you want to create, what you want to build. This is the time that you put yourself out there to find that love and be that vulnerable and that connectivity, right? So these readings were all very close to each other on what is to come for July. And always remember that every reading is for the person who's reading it as much as it is for you, but that literally the theme of all the cards that I read, and I pulled 12 of them, right, for the 12 Zodiac signs, is, expansion, positivity, vulnerability, love, connection, mates, great health. Like there's so much phenomenalness and that feels so good for the month of July that lean into it, right? Embrace it, welcome it, thank it, sit in it, feel it, pay attention to it. Where your focus and energy goes, grows. So that's what I have for you for the spirit of the soul. And this is July 22nd, spirit of the soul, or July 22nd. Oh my God. July 2023, Spirit of the Soul. This episode will be dropping on June 22nd, or this session will be dropping on June 22nd. And I want to leave you with one last word for your guidance for July. Let's see what the Divine Oracle has to say. One last final word. These cards are new. Think about what's on your mind right now. What are you thinking about? What do you want to happen? Where do you want things to go for you? In the next 30 days, everything could change. What is it that they say? You're one decision away from your life changing completely. It could be for the better or for the worse, but I like to say and think for the better, right? Who wants to think for the worse? Yeah, do all things in moderation. So because July is just such a pretty like powerful go, 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 bright light, happiness, positivity, just be mindful of moderation because you're going to be feeling good. So it creates an energy of overindulging. So I just want to say to you, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for joining me for my first astrological forecast and horoscope. I hope that you loved it. I look forward to doing more for you. Always remember to say yes to yourself more than you say yes to other people. Give yourself some grace, and it's always about progress, not perfection. We'll see you next time.